Here's Raheem Morris from yesterday talking about what kind of quarterback they are looking for this year.
You want to go get the best fit for your people. You want to go get the best fit for your coaches. You want to go get the best fit for our city. And you want to do all those things. Like, there's nothing ruled out. People are going to read into those words, whatever, however they do those things, and you can't stop that. You know, obviously there's people that are from Atlanta. There's people that from around Atlanta. You can name the mileage of how close some of the people are, but, you know, you got to do what's best and what's right for your team at the right time, and we won't rule out anything.
So that was Raheem Morris with Jonathan
He said
Jones
it
yesterday.
on 2 other networks, too, and he was more like best fit for our city. So it was a thing he said a few times. I didn't just see it on CBS Sports. I saw it on ESPN. I saw it one other time, too, where it was a totally different segment, and he was best fit for our city was the thing that he kept saying. Right.
And see, it's a combination of how do you play it strategically for whatever transaction you're going to make, and letting your fan base and the people who cover your team have an idea which way the wind is blowing.
Sure.
Some teams don't care about that aspect of it. I don't think the Vikings care about that aspect of it. I think the Falcons, clearly based upon Morris, if he said that more than once, if it wasn't just something he blurted out accidentally, if this was something they deliberately wanted to message, then is it feels or hey, Kirk Cousins'
Well, Kirk
wife,
Cousins has Atlanta.
Kirk Cousins'
I
wife
know.
is from Alpharetta.
Right.
Her parents still live there.
Right.
And you can get Cousins without having to give up anything.
I hear you. They're gonna, they'll have to pay him some, probably a good chunk of change to get him. There's no doubt about that. There is the Zach Robinson, the new OC, of course, from McVay. I'm sure he's heard a ton of stories about how awesome Kirk Cousins is, right? So just systematically, I do understand that, right? But if you're Raheem Morris, do you want to start off your career with going, hey, we got the 36-year-old guy who's got one Achilles tendon, and we're going to go with that in year one? I don't know if that's the move either.
He does have the second one, but it's just been
I know.
And there is there is, and it's not just anecdotal. I mean, scientifically, when you tear one, you're more susceptible to tearing the other.
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs tore one, tore the other.
Those were things
now,
that
that's
would scare
anecdotal,
me.
but that's when he did, they said, hey, you're more susceptible.
Definitely. I mean, that's any of those lower leg injuries,
Old
ACL,
man injury,
Achilles,
36,
right.
37.
Once, you realize you compromise, things don't turn back on the right way and all those issues. So, again, I know there's that fit of best fit for our city, but I will again go, I know Kirk Cousins has some ties there, but it ain't Justin Fields, who also went to Georgia, is from Atlanta. And let's be real, too. He's African-American, and that is the African-American capital of our country, all right? And I know that when they had an African-American quarterback and people were all in it, like Michael Vick, that place was you've never seen anything like it, right? It was electric, right? And it brought the African-American fan base out, and that place was hopping. And I know that they would, and that's why Arthur Blank loved Michael Vick and all of that, the energy it created in that city. And I feel like Justin Fields could probably create some of that same energy there in Atlanta as well.
I'll say this, in recent years with that new stadium, even with the food that is good and not very expensive, and I loved being at the Super Bowl there. I went out at halftime when the Super Bowl was there, and I bought every hot dog I could find because, are you kidding me? $2 hot dogs? Give me every hot dog you have. Anyway, the stadium's empty.
I know.
It's empty.
Right.
So they need something that's going to excite and that's going to connect and get people to come to that great facility. They're trying to get another Super Bowl. They want to have a good team. They want to have a place that's vibrant. I think they get more people for the soccer games than they do for the NFL games. I think they do. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.